Boys, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing something that's really fun. We're going to be talking about all 3 XP methods, all 3 XP glitches, and we're going to be comparing all of them to let you guys know which one is the best. Now, a couple of these have gotten nerfed to the ground, and some of these guys are still really viable. But the thing is that there's been so many patches and so many XP glitches this year, whether it's the ball player glitch, the 2 controller glitch, the ball player and the roster updates, all sorts of little things like that. We're going to be talking about the best ways to earn XP, and I'm going to be comparing all of them in this video, as well as showing you guys how to do all of them. And I'm going to really try to keep it as short as possible, so I'm not dragging this video on so you guys can get on with your days. Now, before we get in this video though, if you guys hit that like and sub button, I spend a lot of time on these videos and it helps me out a ton as a creator. And let's get right into the XP methods. So the first XP method is one that kind of got nerfed to the ground, and it's gonna sound pretty stupid whenever you guys hear this, because you guys are simply gonna be like, well, I could have known this, I could have done this, but it is a play now glitch. So basically what you do is you literally go to exhibition, you have 2 controllers. Now, the big problem about this method is that if you do not have 2 controllers, you literally can't do it. And I do not have 2 controllers. I currently have 1 Xbox controller because I'm smart and absolutely smashed the second one, and I haven't really needed a second one, so I didn't buy it. But we're going to be going over all of it right now. Basically what you're going to be doing, and I'm going to go in depth, is you are going to a team, you're going to be playing it, and you're going to be walking in runs over and over and over again. This is something that you can do while you're watching Netflix or whatever. You're going to be getting, and from what I've seen right now, is it used to be a 60k stub method that used to get 60k an hour, 70,000 an hour, but they got nerfed to the absolute ground. And so I'm not going to spend way too much time on this method, since it got nerfed to the ground so badly that it gets you 30,000 XP per hour doing this method. What you're literally doing is you are walking people in. This is something that I honestly recommend though whenever you're just watching Netflix. You're either using LB&B to just intentionally walk people over and over and over again, or L1 in circle. And the big thing about this is just you can do this and it doesn't really take any effort in the world. The second XP glitch is actually the ball player XP glitch. Now this one is slower, but I like it for a lot of different reasons. Now I'm going to say that it's like let's go 15,000 actual XP an hour. The reason why I love ball player glitches is because if you guys don't already have your ball player completely done, it's something that you need to do right away. Now I'm gonna link a video right now going more in depth of the ball player, but it's so important to do because ball players are genuinely the best cards in the game this year, and you're gonna really want to have a really good guy with max contact, max speed, all of that stuff. He's gonna be an absolute stud, 93 overall, play absolutely crazy, and be one of the best. Candace Dickfit this year for me has been an absolute stud. But the thing is about this is that whenever you're doing the program is you're going to be getting 5k and 10k. You're going to be getting 11k at the end of here. You're going to be getting about 5k in here. Now what you're going to be doing for the ball player XP method is you're going to be loading a roster. Now what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going to the vaults. Ball player glitch, you're going to download either one of 2 rosters. Now one of them that I really like is Chris's, and it's LSC RTTS, but there's another one that's road to just RTTS, 0 power, 0 pop. Both of them are about the same. What you're going to do whenever you go into road to the show is you're going to see what team that you have. You're going to load the roster. See, I already have the roster, so we're going to go to file, we're going to go to rosters, we're going to go to save rosters. Might be ball player glitch. We're going to click on this one because I saved it as might be ball player glitch. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going over here and pressing on road to the show. Whenever you're playing road to the show, you're going to be only using your ball player, and you're not even going to be playing games. You're going to play next. You're going to go to here. You're going to press on the game. You're going to go into the game. You're going to press start, and you're going to simulate the game. You're not actually going to play the games. You're going to simulate them, and while you simulate them, you are going to be getting all sorts of stuff with it, including stubs, increase in ball player overall, and most importantly, you're going to be getting the overall done as fast as possible, because you're going to be getting the program done really quick, and that's the main thing here. All of these stats are going to help you guys out and are going to make it to where they count towards your guy. I'm not going to go too much further in depth, but this is the ball player glitch. So there's this one and the controller glitch. Both are really good methods. I like this one because it's good for so many different reasons. If you've already maxed out one ball player, one thing you can do is you can change your loadout and start over again. So one thing that I want to do soon is I could go to Speedster or Slugger, and I could actually start working on this program since I haven't done any of that as well. And you're going to be earning a lot of stubs and increasing your ball player along the way. Something that's just super important and super good for this year. And that's why I really like this method, because not only you're getting XP in the program, but you're gaining XP towards your ball player, stubs, and increasing one of the best cards in Diamond Dynasty. The last thing that we're going to be talking about and we're going to be comparing today is going to be the roster method. Now, the roster method is a really cool method, and I'm simply going to let my video explain what I did earlier. So this is the roster method. So the first thing you're going to do whenever you're doing this whole XP glitch is you're going to go to create. Now this is the same way that we did it last year in last year's video, and basically what you do is you go to roster control, you go to create a player. Now I've already made a player, but we are going to go through it all together. So the first thing that you guys are going to do is you're going to create a player. It's pretty simple, but what you're going to do is nothing really matters other than the motions and sounds and the attributes. Now I currently, whenever I do animations, I like doing Darren O'Day. So you go to Darren O'Day, you go to current players. I believe that's pitching style number 20, as this is the same one that I do for my creative player that I made a lefty. Now this guy's really, really good. All of this, it doesn't really matter because he is a starting pitcher. Now you're going to go to the attributes section. This is where it kind of is time consuming, and you're going to make every single little thing maxed out. And the reason you're going to make it all incredibly maxed out is for the fact that you want your guy to be the best possible. So you're going to go to pitching clutch, you're going to do all of these sorts of things, and you're just going to keep on maxing these attributes out. Hits per 9, home runs per 9, Ks per 9, the whole deal. The reason you are maxing out the stats is that way whenever you're facing major league bums, you're going to be K'ing them up, and you're going to be getting more XP each time you do it. You got to make sure that all of it is maxed. That way your guy absolutely shoves. Another thing to keep in mind is, although we are going to be doing it a little bit differently this year, you are still going to get the most XP that I have ever gotten. I have been doing this method, and I've been talking about it a lot. You are going to just currently make so many stubs doing this. It's going to be crazy. You're going to be gaining XP out the wazoo. I believe that the title is going to be 50k, and yes, I have gotten 50k doing this method, and it definitely works. So what we're going to do is, again, we're just keep on maxing these guys out. The velocity, the control, the break, everything. Trust me, every single little attribute matters. And you go to velo, go to everything, and the thing about this that is so good about this XP method is this XP method, unlike the ball player method, is never going to get patched. It didn't get patched last year, it's not going to get patched this year. I think are genuinely okay with this XP glitch / exploit because it is kind of in the game, and it's kind of something that just has to be in the game based on sliders and everyone wanting to play the game the way that they do, especially with franchise and everything. So as soon as you get all this done, you're going to press back, and you're going to press back again, and you're going to finish the player. Now I'm currently blocking it, but you're going to make sure that you press free agent pool and export player. Now you're going to name this guy XP glitch, and the reason you're going to do it XP glitch is because you want to be organized, and this guy is going to be for your XP glitch. You can call it whatever the hell you want to, but just make sure you guys know it. I already did this, so that is my old one, but we're going to create a new one, and we're going to name it XP Glitch again. Now you can see your rosters have changed. Please go to File Management, Save, and save your roster to keep your changes. So big thing, whenever you do this, make sure you guys go down to Save Roster. Make sure you guys do this, and make sure that you guys do not press Save and Load Roster, but you press Save Custom Roster. So you're going to press on that. Again, I'm going to name it XP Glitch because this is part of the XP Glitch in the method. So we got that set up. Now we're going to go into this, and we're going to back out of here. Alright, so the next thing that you guys are actually going to do after you've done that is you're going to go to Create. You're going to go to Roster Control. You're going to go to Roster Control again, and you are going to pick a team. Now, out of all these teams, the one that I always like picking is the Boston Red Sox. Now, the reason I picked the Boston Red Sox is I just like the Boston Red Sox. They've been a pretty good AL team. Obviously, they're not my favorite AL team, but I feel like they'll give you enough run support that will absolutely care. And so you're going to press on this. It's not that hard. You're going to go to the Manage Roster / Import Player. You're going to go to your guy, and you're going to press on the first starting pitcher. So I believe that is going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. You're going to press Import Pitcher. It's going to be XP Glitch. Obviously, I have two of these guys, but just make sure you press on that. It's pretty simple. If you want to add more of them, you can, but he's going to go to the very top because he's 99 overall. If you want to just keep on doing it, you can keep on doing it as much as you want. This is what you're going to do on the franchise part whenever I talk about it, and you're going to make sure that your guys have the starting pitchers. They're 99 overalls. They are studs. They are the guys that you ended up just creating. Now, whenever you're doing this, you're making it to where whenever you're going through all of it, is that every single one of these guys that you just made are going to be on the Red Sox because you just imported them. You go to exhibition, and this is what you do. Go to the Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox are kind of far away, so you're going to have to scroll up for a little bit. Or go for whatever American League team you want to do. And the reason you're doing the American League team is because you guys want to do this. So this is going to be the first method, which is going to be the play now, and I highly recommend this as it's super easy. Now, the big thing you want to do here is make sure that quick counts are on, make sure it's 9 innings, and make sure you guys are doing all of this. Again, don't pick any of the bums on your team. Make sure you press on Joe Random. This is your guy, and he's going to be an absolute stud. Now, each time you go through this method and you pitch with this, each game you're going to be playing for about 9 minutes long. Now, you should be getting a lot of XP each game, depending on how many strikeouts or Ks you get and all sorts of stuff like that. Again, you can face the Rays or you can face the worst statistical team in the game. I believe it's the Orioles right now. Now, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but usually I do the Orioles. That's what I just always do. Because the Orioles, they genuinely always suck. Sorry if you're an Orioles fan, but I'm just not a big fan. Again, pitch with this. And a lot of people say you have to change the pitch mix. Honestly, you can if you want to. However, I feel like whatever you do, it's going to be okay, and it's not something to worry about. Again, you're just going through all of this stuff, and you're going to play this whole game throughout 9 innings long. Now, out of all 3 of these methods, the big one that I would pick and compare here to use would be simply the ball player method. I feel the ball player method is just the best overall, and if you already have so many of your ball players maxed and so many of those loadouts maxed, the one thing that I'm going to say is I would say the second best one would definitely be the roster method. The reason I like the roster method is it's going to get you like 40K. You're going to player lock. It's going to be really simple and easy, and it's something that you can do whenever you're just watching Netflix or just hanging out and don't want to spend too much attention on the game. Third, the third one that I'm going to say out of the 3 is going to be the controller method. Now, this one was the best, but it just got nerfed to the ground to the fact that you're only going to get about 15 to 20,000 XP per hour. So I don't really recommend doing that. If you made it to the end of the video, guys, hit that like and sub button. It helps me out an absolute ton. I appreciate all you boys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.